If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, check the referral link in the description down below. It'll take you to G2A, and you can use the code CHES at checkout for an extra discount. Also, there's an upcoming $1 entry FIFA Ultimate Team tournament where you can win up to 50,000 FIFA points. Check the link in the description down to Gamer Saloon and sign up now. Hey guys, how's it going? Cheers back again and welcome to episode number 53 of the Chelsea Career Mode here on FIFA 16. We had a couple of things that we discussed in Friday's episode to decide which competition do we focus on for the remainder of the season. Do we go for a back-to-back Champions League Cup final win, or do we go for a first Barclays Premier League title win of the series? And the overwhelming response was to maybe try and get both, try and do the double. So the way we would go about that is trying to mix the squad rather than having like a weaker 11 and a stronger 11, to try and mix players in and out in between both squads. So as you can see, you've got Diego Costa and Pogba and Matic and Bale, etc. in this side, and Rafael Varane. There's also Thomas Callas and Kennedy and Ramirez in the starting lineup for Cesc Fabregas. We come very close to taking a 1-0 lead through Gareth Bale with a free kick on the edge of the box. Unfortunately though, just a little bit too much elevation on it and it smashes off the top of the bar. It was very tricky to get it up and down there from such close range, not quite able to do it, unfortunately, the Welshman, but we will hopefully be able to continue and have more chances in this game and then eventually get the ball into the back of the net. It was actually Lucas Piszczek having Borussia Dortmund's first chance, although whether you could actually count that as a genuine chance or not, I'm not entirely too sure. He very much put his foot straight through it. Unfortunately for him, it flew extremely high and wide. Gundogan, though, did hit the woodwork before half-time came. Thomas Callas tidying up, though, playing right back rather than at centre-back for this particular game. Mario Gaspar was still a little bit tired, and he's on a yellow card as well in the Champions League, so I didn't want to risk him getting suspended. They then hit the post again at the start of the second half, and Cavani couldn't put the rebound away. Then it was our turn to start getting offensive again. As you can see, Leighton Baines there just shrugging off Gareth Bale, but he's already on a yellow card, and the referee deems that enough of a foul to give him a second yellow, and as you can see, a straight red card as well. Well, not straight red, a red card as well for you know, two bookable offences. Whether that's a booking or not, I'm not entirely too sure. If he hadn't already been booked, then yeah, you could have said definitely a yellow. But to get sent off for that, I think that's a little bit harsh on Leighton Baines, and Dortmund will feel hard done by. We made a couple of changes, though. Cesc Fabregas and Victor Moses coming on for Ramirez and Kennedy. So legs on the left and legs in the middle. We were going to be involved immediately with Cesc Fabregas having a chance. Although Mkhitaryan does steal it off Victor Moses, but we win it back again. Pogba plays an inch-perfect pass into the Spaniard. Gets it in his stride really well. It's a great save by Berkey. And unfortunately, the other Spaniard, Diego Costa, despite throwing himself at it rather heroically, gets nowhere near it, and then Gundogan makes sure that no danger comes from a loose ball by just putting his foot straight through it and out of the pitch it went for a throw-in. Diego Costa, though, using that extra space on the left-hand side of their defence, draws another good save out of Berkey. Great defending by Lucas Piszczek, though, to keep it in and stop it going for a corner. Then it was their turn to come down the right-hand side, having a rare attack with 10 men. And Rafael Varane just gets caught underneath the ball there as it's crossed in. It's actually Jakub Błaszczykowski that wins the header and beats the goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois as well. Perhaps Courtois had full faith that Varane would get that header clear. Somehow, Varane gets caught underneath it, and, well, there's no stopping that. That is a phenomenal goal from Borussia Dortmund. Royce with the whip, and Aubameyang's first time volleyed finish is out of this world. 2-0, Dortmund win that game. How they got a 2-0 victory, not too sure. We were very, very comfortable for the majority of that game. They went down to 10 men and then scored 2 goals in the last 2 minutes, which is obviously very disheartening, but we do have the opportunity to come back in the second leg, of course, and rectify that situation. It's not a straight knockout. We're not out of the competition thanks to a 2-0 defeat. We have the chance to turn it around at home in the next episode. We do, though, have another game today. Timo Horn in goal for Middlesbrough. He made quite a few spectacular saves for Middlesbrough last time we played them back at Stamford Bridge earlier on in the season. We were able, though, to come away with a victory from that one, I believe. I think it was 1 or 2-0. Not entirely too sure, because we played Middlesbrough and then Forest in back-to-back games. We were able to get victories in both, I think, or we drew with Forest and beat Middlesbrough. One of the two. But we're going to start off on the front foot. Again, a mix of first team and reserve players in this one. Bertrand Traore gets played in by Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He then finds Nathan, I think it was, in the box. But unfortunately for him, not able to turn it into the back of the net. A really, really great save, actually. Reaction save from point-blank range from Timo Horn. Willian played in by Cesc, though. Cesc then draws another great save out of the goalkeeper, reaching away towards his top right-hand corner and helping it out of play for a corner. Though he wasn't able to do anything about that Neymar free kick. Bale tried from similar-ish range, although Bale's was kind of on the corner of the D, whereas this was right slap bang in the middle of the D. Brilliant free kick, though, from the Brazilian. Absolutely spectacular stuff. You can see from this replay, perfectly placed. Keeper was a full 1.5 foot away from it. No chance for Timo Horn to keep that out. We do get the clearance in here from Kurt Zouma, but only as far as George Friend. Adam Clayton gets the run on the man in the middle and then does get the shot off. Takes a deflection on its way through as well and needed to be smartly saved down low by Thibaut Courtois. Into the second half we go. Pedro and Ramirez coming on for Bertrand Traore, who was a striker, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So Pedro goes out on the left, and then we moved Neymar from the left wing up to that striking position. This was pretty much immediately after that substitution. Neymar played in by Willian, now in that striking position up through the middle. Willian then turns inside, finds his fellow Brazilian again. Great first touch to stop the ball dead, gets it out of his feet, fires it into the back of the net. We have a 2-0 lead. Thank you very much, Neymar. Clearly able to score goals from out wide, although it was a set piece earlier on, and then scores a goal in the striking role as well, and puts in the work to win the ball back here to give Nathan another opportunity to score. But again, Timo Horn was on form. And another smart save down to his right-hand side. That's 3 or 4 times in this game. He's made fantastic saves to stop us from being able to extend our lead. Nathan into Neymar, looking for a hat-trick. Tried to place that in the near post. Never going to be able to do that from there, really. I just didn't put enough power on it for him to properly put his laces through it. But it didn't cost us the result in the end. Well, to be fair, the result was never in question here against Middlesbrough. A solid 2-0 victory. We'll definitely take that in our stride, and that'll give us the confidence to push into the second leg against Dortmund at the beginning of tomorrow's episode, to hopefully get through to the semi-finals, of the Champions League, or is it quarter-finals? No, it's definitely the semi-finals, isn't it? Because we've already played the quarter-final game, so there's a lot to play for in the Champions League. There's a lot to play for in the Barclays Premier League. 5 games left in the BPL, and we'll see how the league table sits itself at the end of the episode. Going through the squad report here, though, as you can see, growth throughout the entire team. Paul Pogba's slightly unsettled at the minute, or slightly unhappy, reckoning he's not getting as much first-team football as he believes he deserves or wants, but he is going to get a little bit more first-team football over the next few weeks, as we don't necessarily rotate the squad as heavily as we have been doing, so fingers crossed he will improve morale-wise. Our results will continue to improve on the pitch as well. Performances have been very good. The results just haven't necessarily been going our way in Thursday and Friday's episode last week, but other than a rather disappointing 2-goal late burst from Dortmund, today's been a very, very positive episode. So looking forward to getting cracking with that second leg for tomorrow's episode. I'm going to go and record it a little bit later on this afternoon, as I record this commentary on Sunday evening, or Sunday afternoon. So as you can see, 2-0 up from, or 2-0 down, from the first leg. We won the Champions Trophy, though, earlier on in the season. Man United have won the Capital One Cup 1-0 over Tottenham. FA Cup is still underway, but we are out of that competition, and with 5 games to go, we are 5 points behind Arsenal at the top of the table. Everton can pull within 1 point of us if they win their game in hand, and down the bottom still, after 32 games, is Liverpool. They do have a game in hand, as you can see, with Aston Villa only being a single point above them, and Norwich and West Brom not being too far away either. But if Liverpool's game in hand is against Everton and Everton win, they could be putting a nail in Liverpool's relegation coffin. Would be out of this world, almost unimaginable, wouldn't it, if Liverpool got relegated here in the second season from the Barclays Premier League. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the final few games, but that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. As always, check all the links that are on screen in the description to Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and to the merchandise store. T-shirts are now in stock, as the video said over the weekend. Also, speaking of videos at the weekend, there was a Career Mode Road to Glory vote video go up yesterday. Check that out if you missed it. We need your votes to see who we're going to be using and starting the new Career Mode Road to Glory with next Saturday. There won't be any videos in the weekday evening slots other than the My Player on Tuesday and Thursday, so no evening video for Monday, Wednesday and Friday, so maybe I'll stream a little bit earlier. Time will tell. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but for now, thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.